Hi everybody and welcome to Masha's Date Corner. Happy Saturday, March 29th, 2025. I hope I got that date right. Okay, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a professional. I do this for fun for my viewers. I hope you enjoy it. You do not have to listen to what I have to say. You don't have to practice what I preach. Just listen, because you know what? You might learn a few things, okay? So today we're going to talk about a few things in a relationship. So it's a continuation from my last video. You might want to check that back, okay? Situationship, gaslighting, stashing, micro-cheating, flirtatious behavior. We all do it. Okay, so let's start with the first one, okay? Situationship. This is the definition that I've read, you know. I don't make this stuff up. I do some research, so you're going to see that I've done research, okay? Situationship is a romantic relationship between two people who do not yet consider themselves a couple, but who have more than a friendship. Although they like each other, they find it hard to put a label on things and found themselves in a situationship. Okay, so yes, what does that mean? It means yes, you're being intimate, you're doing things together, but you're learning each other. Okay, you're learning to get to know each other before you put a label on it. So I don't have to be your girlfriend, but I would want a monogamous, whatever it is, situationship. Okay, all right. Slow fade. Worse than gaslighting if you think about it. Stashing occurs when one partner, for whatever reason, chooses to keep their significant other a secret, hidden from their friends, their family, co-workers, online circle, sports parties, refusing to introduce them to sisters, brothers, cousins, family, friends. And why do they do this? They do this because they're slow fading you away. You know, that just in case it doesn't work. Or maybe I'm dating two people at the same time. So if after a month you're dating and you haven't met one friend or something like that, you know, wait 6 weeks and see what happens. And then say, hey, you talk about John all the time. I'd like to meet John. Or same thing with women, right? Woman's not sure of her man. Maybe she's dating a few at a time. This happens. It just does happen. So slow fade gives you the opportunity to say, hey, I don't mind dating you, but we'll do it slower. And sometimes it just fades away because they don't want to introduce you to anybody. Slow fade is almost being in a situationship, but at least in a situationship, there is some type of commitment. There's monogamy. You're not sleeping with other people, okay? So just be careful. Gaslighting. We talked about breadcrumbing in my last video. I'm going to bring it up in a minute. Gaslighting in a relationship is a form of emotional and physical abuse. That's what it says, right? Where someone manipulates another into doubting their sanity, reality, and memory. So have you ever been in a situation where somebody says, but I told you, and the other person says, no, you didn't. Yeah, I told you last week. And you go, I don't remember. Kind of makes you wacky, right? It kind of makes you think, well, hey, did you really tell me? Maybe I don't remember. But then it keeps happening, so then it's a problem. Then you say, hey, wait a second now. Maybe he's the one with Alzheimer's or she's the one with the issue. So just watch that because he's trying to gaslight you. It's a form of psychological manipulation where one person is gaslighting systematically undermines the reality and sanity of another person, the victim. You know, you don't realize what's happening. So how it works is gaslighters may deny events that happen, twist words, and make victims seem unstable or overly sensitive. The impact on the victim is the victim starts self-doubt of their memory, sanity, and even their own feelings. You kind of like become like, oh, wait a second, something's wrong with me. Unfortunately, it takes time to realize what's going on because we never had these words in the dictionary before, right? We didn't have gaslighting before. The goal of the gaslighter is to exert control by making the victim feel dependent and confused and able to trust their own perception. Be careful with that, okay? Micro-cheating. Micro-cheating involves actions or behaviors that make your partner question their partner's emotional or physical commitment to the relationship, even if those actions don't involve a full-blown affair. Examples: secretly chatting with ex-partners online. So you break up with one, but you still want to know what they're doing. So you kind of like look them up, see who they're with now, while you're dating somebody else. We all did it. We all do it. And then we realize, hey, you know what? It's enough. I like the guy I'm dating, or I like the lady I'm dating. What am I looking at? What my ex is doing and what they're involved with. Sometimes that means you haven't gotten over the fact that it's over. So take the time after you end a relationship before you go back into another one. Take that time for you. You need it. Then you could do whatever you want online and check them out and be mad and angry and go through all those stages of anger and disappointment and all that stuff, because you need to clear your mind. Get rid of the pictures in your phone. Get rid of the pictures in your phone of all ex-spouses, ex-boyfriends, ex-wannabes, ex-girlfriends. How would you feel if you're going out with me, for example, and I still have pictures of my exes on my cell phone? What's the point of all that? We don't need to have those pictures. It's finished. Get rid of the pictures. Okay, so you have a memory. You have a memory, keep one picture, but when does that picture get deleted from your phone? I'm not talking about people who are widows, okay? I'm not talking about that. That's very sensitive. Keep those pictures, or widowers, okay? Keep your pictures of your spouses that passed away. That's important to you and important to your children and grandchildren, that they know that they did have a grandmother, you know, that she was around and you loved her very much. That's perfectly good. Ex-girlfriends are not perfectly good. Ex-boyfriends are even worse. A woman doesn't want to find a woman doesn't want to find another woman's picture on your cell phone. Men don't care if there's other men, whatever, but women care. So it's respect, okay? If you're finished with that relationship, gone, take it off the phone. Another thing is leaving a wedding ring at home when going out. Micro-cheating. Oh, I'm going to take off my wedding ring, my wedding band, and I'm going to go out to a bar. I'm going to go to a party and just pretend I'm single for that moment. It's wrong. It's terribly wrong. This is a good one. Regretfully liking somebody else's post on Facebook when you hardly know them. Facebook, social media, you hardly know this person. What are you liking their post for? Man giving a like or a love to a woman's post while you're dating me. Women, you're dating, I don't know, John, and you're liking David's post. You don't even know David. It also says maintaining contact with ex-partners. What's the point? You're an ex. You broke up for a reason. What? Okay, you break up and you go, can we still be friends? How is that going to affect your next relationship? that he knows you slept with John and you're still friends with him. It's not right. You can't be friends with an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. Usually you do that because you're hoping that the person will change and you're going to get back together with them. You broke up for a reason. Break up. Get rid of the pictures. Get rid of everything. Say, look, I'm really sorry. And if they call you, say, I'm really sorry. I'm dating somebody right now. I'd prefer that you didn't call me. I want to see where this relationship is going to go. Do that. Do it today. That's micro cheating. Soft cheating, also known as micro cheating, involves subtle yet dishonest behaviors within the relationship that, while not physical infidelity, still erodes trust and can cause significant damage. Might include flirting, excessive social media interaction, or even seeking emotional validation outside the relationship. If that's how you feel, get out of your relationship. If you're not getting what you need in your relationship, what are you doing there? Get out. Don't settle. You know, my page is for 40 and up. But if you're younger than 40 and you're not happy and you feel there's suspicions and there's red flags, what are you doing staying in that relationship? Don't be so insecure. You're a gorgeous man or you're a beautiful woman. Move forward. Life is too short. Sometimes with social media and soft cheating comes confiding in someone outside the relationship about intimate feelings. So men with another woman, women with another man. And sometimes what happens is that person who you're talking to and confiding in sees that you're vulnerable and they say, hey, let's go out together. You're vulnerable if you're talking about your relationship. You're talking about your relationship because you're not 100% in. Be careful with that. Secret communication is not healthy. It's not honest. And a matter of fact, it's horrible. It's horrible. Don't do that. Go to your partner and say, hey, something's bothering me. It doesn't have to be an argument. Don't argue. Life is too short. Don't argue. Have a conversation, you know? So sit back and have this conversation and say, hey, I want to talk to you. Something's bothering me. Let's try to resolve it. Okay? So that's the end of those. But I have another question for you. Have you ever broke up in a text? And why would you do that? Why can't you pick up the phone and be mature and say, hey, you know, this is not working out. I'm really sorry. We don't do it because we don't want to be manipulated back into the relationship. We don't want the who did what argument. He said, she said. We don't want the aggressive behavior. So sometimes somebody will say, well, let's meet for a coffee and talk about it. Yeah, but you're in public now. And there could be yelling and screaming. It's a thing now. People do things in text, you know. So I go out on a date and he's not who he said he was. I mean, his picture didn't match. He was supposed to be 72. He looked 78 to 80. He was overweight. The picture didn't show that he was overweight. He dressed sloppy. His hair was sloppy. His eyebrows were bushy. I mean, come on. You expect your woman to look good and to be, look presentable? Do it too. It's first impressions, guys. First impressions. Okay. That's it. Okay, so I'm so happy you came. Subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Okay? And come back soon. Check my other videos. There's 5 other videos other than this one. This is my number 6. And I'm happy that I can relay some of this stuff to you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.